Hi, I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium, and welcome to another episode of Tips and Tricks with Peaceful Nick. Today, I want to talk about narcissism versus autism. What's the difference? How do we know? I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. We all know people who are like, they're a narcissist, they're a narcissist, they're a narcissist. And it's like a whole trending thing right now. And yes, there are a lot of narcissists, lots of them. But is there a difference between narcissistic personality disorder, an actual diagnosed narcissist, and somebody who has some narcissistic traits versus somebody on the spectrum? Yeah, they're all a little bit different. Somebody with diagnosed narcissistic personality disorder has what we would say is an extreme ego. It's all about them. It's all about lying. It's all about manipulating, and they don't have the capacity to love. For example, if you have parents who got divorced, and let's say the father is the narcissist in the situation, and he's pretending to love his kids, and he's like, I want visitation and I want this because I love them so much. But what he's actually doing is manipulating the mother to control her by wanting to spend time with the kids. This is a classic story. You see this all over the world, the country, the people in movies, in shows. The dad in this situation can be the mom as well. The dad in this situation is manipulating the mother in order to control her by spending time with the kids. Classic narcissistic personality disorder, but he doesn't really have the capacity to love the kids or the mother or anybody else. Even if he gets a whole new family, that's another classic narcissistic trait. They get a whole new family and just kind of forget about the other family, and they don't have the capacity to love the new family. It's all about the supply of getting the next high off of the control of the situation. It's all about control and manipulation and no capacity for love. So if you know someone who you think is a narcissist, but they have the capacity for love, maybe they're not a narcissist. Maybe they have some traits of being a narcissist, but they're not a true narcissistic personality disorder diagnosis. Some people, and I'm going to give a great example from television, appear to be very narcissistic, but are actually on the spectrum. Now, they never said this in the TV show, The Big Bang Theory, but Sheldon Cooper apparently was on the spectrum somewhere, probably Asperger's, if that's even used as a diagnosis anymore. It used to be a while back, which is on the autism spectrum. Sheldon was extremely intelligent, but he lacked the social skills and couldn't recognize social cues. Now, in the first few seasons of that show, he was very, very much like, gosh, this guy's a real narcissist. But over time, they developed that character and they showed he did have the capacity for love. He did have the capacity to learn. He did have the capacity to understand human emotions. It just takes time and you have to learn it. And you have to have enough support to guide you, to show you that you can get the support and love you need and develop those feelings. So there's a huge difference between a true narcissist and someone on the spectrum who just doesn't pick up on the social cues. So if you're dealing with someone you think may be a narcissist, ask yourself, do they have the capacity for love? Do they have the capacity for love? I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a therapist. These are just things I've observed in my life and with the people I know. And I just want you to know sometimes they're not a true narcissist. They may be on the spectrum. So if you have that issue, maybe try to get a diagnosis for your loved one if they are up for it. If they refuse it, they probably are a narcissist because a narcissist doesn't ever want to admit anything's wrong with them. So if they're, like, oh, okay, I may need to get this checked out, that's a good sign. So thank you for joining me on Tips and Tricks with Peaceful Nick. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me in the algorithm, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.